Hello everyone, this is Dr. Shafila from IGNOU Dost. Welcome to session 39 of Environmental Studies. Environmental Studies is an elective paper for those who are doing graduation from IGNOU. And the exam pattern for this paper would be objective. The short video sessions that we are uploading on official YouTube channel of IGNOU Dost will help in cracking those objective questions. So to get daily updates, subscribe our channel and click on the notification button. So let's start with the first question of session 39. So first question is, an estuary is a transitional zone representing. Options are a vast area of saline water, a large number of organisms, great productivity built on a large base, unique ecological features and biotic community. See, let's understand what is estuary. Estuaries are the transitional zones, or they act as ecotone between marine water and river water. So basically, estuaries are the area where the river water meets the ocean water. So जिस जगह पे river का पानी, that is fresh water, meets the marine water, that is salty water, that particular area is estuary. ठीक है? So estuary का जो पानी है, basically that is brackish water. So we have already studied in one of the previous sessions, brackish water is the mixture of fresh water and salt water. So estuary में, if river is getting mixed with the ocean water, so that means the water of estuary is brackish. ठीक है? Estuaries जो हैं, like they have unique ecological features. क्या unique ecological features है? कि उसका जो पानी है, वो एक ऐसी जगह है जहां पे रिवर का पानी ओशियन को मीट करता है. And there are there are barrier islands, there are deltas, there are reefs which protect estuary from ocean forces. ठीक है, तो ये ओशियन फोर्सेस से एस्ट्रीज को प्रोटेक्ट करती हैं. एस्ट्रीज अभी बात करें कि रिवर का पानी ओशियन में मिलता है. सो रिवर की अगर हम बात करें, रिवर इट फ्लोज फ्रॉम मेनी एरियाज, फ्रॉम विलेजेस, फ्रॉम सिटीज. सो जहां जहां से रिवर फ्लो करता है, many components, many minerals, many substances they do add in the river. So river में वो सारी चीजें ऐड हो जाती हैं. So वो जो भी मटेरियल रिवर में ऐड हुआ है, it get deposit in the areas जहां पे हम एस्चुरी की बात कर रहे हैं. So जिसके कारण estuaries are the most fertile area. Why estuaries are the fertile area? Because of the deposited materials जो रिवर से आया, उसके कारण estuaries are the most fertile area. So if it is fertile area, so that means productivity will be high. So ये features हैं estuaries के. If we talk about the biotic community of estuaries, estuaries में diversity है organisms की, plants की. So plants like आपके gum weeds हैं, या pickle weed हैं, या red algae है. ठीक है, so these are dominant in estuaries. Even sea lettuce, so these are dominant in estuaries. So if we talk about the animals, the organisms like shellfish है, या crabfish है, या even आपके worms हैं, some snails हैं, so they are dominant in estuaries. So these are the biotic communities and ecological features of estuaries. So let's understand the first option, what it is saying. A vast area of saline water. So estuary is not only saline water, it is a mixture of fresh water and saline water. Second option, a large number of organisms. Yes, estuaries do have large number of organisms, but if we have option D with us, then we will not go for option B. Option B, estuaries में होते हैं, number of organisms होते हैं, ठीक है, but large number of organisms से better we do have option D. Then we will go for option D. Great productivity. Yes, estuaries are the fertile, so productivity is high. But still we have D option which covers both B and C options. So answer to this particular question would be D. Coming to the next question. Which of the following is a major cause of deforestation? So deforestation means clearing of the forest. ठीक है? So clearing of the forest, deforestation, man-made activities are responsible for deforestation. So let's read the options. So first option is forest fire. See, forest fire is more of like natural process, natural, cause. मतलब obviously man-made activities are also responsible for forest fire, but main जो reason है forest fire का, that is the natural conditions. So forest fire जो है वो deforestation का one of the cause तो है, but it is not the major cause. ठीक है. Construction of dams, definitely for constructing the dams we do clear the forest, but again construction of the dam is not the major cause of deforestation. Shifting cultivation. See, what is shifting cultivation? Shifting cultivation is like we do cultivation over here. अब धीरे धीरे आपने इतना सॉइल को एक्सप्लॉइट कर दिया कि प्रोडक्टिविटी आपकी कम होगी, वेजिटेशन कम होगी, then you abandon that particular place and you go to another place for the cultivation. So अगर तुम एक जगह से कल्टीवेशन करके दूसरी जगह पे जाते हो, बार बार शिफ्ट करते हो, क्यों? क्योंकि शायद एक जहां पे यू वर डूइंग अर्लियर द कल्टीवेशन वहां की अब तुम्हें प्रोडक्टिविटी उतनी नहीं मिल रही है. सो इन ऑर्डर टू मीट द food needs of the burgeoning population you go for the shifting cultivation. ठीक है. So अगर जगह जगह पे तुम cultivation shift करते रहोगे, definitely you would have to clear the forest. So shifting cultivation is the major cause of deforestation. और उसका भी क्या है reason? That is population. ठीक है. माइनिंग की अगर हम बात करें, yes, माइनिंग के लिए definitely we do clear the forest, but still shifting cultivation is the major cause of deforestation. So answer is C. Coming to the third question, which one of the following is not a major characteristic feature of biodiversity hotspot? See, biodiversity hotspot क्या होते हैं? There are 34 biodiversity hotspot all around the world, and in India we do have 3 biodiversity hotspots. कौन कौन से? वेस्टर्न घाट, हिमालयाज, इंडो-बर्मा रीजन. सो दीज 3 आर द बायोडाइवर्सिटी हॉटस्पॉट्स इन इंडिया. अब हम बात करें कि बायोडाइवर्सिटी हॉटस्पॉट्स क्या होते हैं. देखो हमारे पास अगर हम बात करें कि कुछ ऐसे एरियाज हैं ऑल अराउंड द वर्ल्ड, ठीक है, जिनमें अगर मेन 3 क्राइटेरियाज, इफ दे मीट द 3 क्राइटेरियाज, then that particular area we call it as biodiversity hotspot. Now what are those 3 criteria? ठीक है. So first criteria is वो एक ऐसा एरिया है जहां पे which is rich in biodiversity. So एक ऐसा एरिया जहां पे diversity, variety of species is high, rich in biodiversity. Second है वो एक ऐसा एरिया है जहां पे जो species है, those species are endemic. Endemic means they are common in that place only. Third criteria is जो स्पीशीज वहां पे हैं दोज आर एंडेंजर्ड, उनको ह्यूमन से खतरा है, वो खत्म होने वाली हैं. सो इफ एन एरिया मीट्स दीज 3 कंडीशंस we declare that particular area as biodiversity hotspot. See, I have explained the 3 criteria in very simpler words. However, there are certain conditions. When I am talking about like endemic होना चाहिए, तो कितने % species endemic होने चाहिए? So there are certain conditions that we are not going into it, but अभी के लिए like 3 main conditions are that area should be rich in biodiversity, और वहां की जो species हैं वो endemic होनी चाहिए, और वहां पे जो species है वो endangered होनी चाहिए. ठीक है. So let's read the options. Large number of species, so it meets the criteria biodiversity. So this is true. Abundance of endemic species, this is also true. It meets the second criteria, endemic. Species under constant threat, this is also true. It meets the third criteria, that is endangered. So 3 criteria इसमें meet हो चुके हैं. The large number of species, that is biodiversity, rich in biodiversity. Abundance of endemic species, species under constant threat, that is endangered. So last option is destruction of habitat. So this is not the major characteristic feature of biodiversity hotspot. So answer is D. Next question is, blank refers to the loss of water in vapor form from plant leaf. ठीक है. So इसमें से किस प्रोसेस को हम कहते हैं जिसमें पानी लॉस हो रहा है in the form of vapors from plant leaf. ठीक है. उस फॉर्म को हम क्या कहते हैं? Options are transpiration, evaporation, sublimation, runoff. So we did discuss it in the that water cycle. उसमें हम already इसको discuss कर चुके हैं. So what is transpiration? Transpiration का मतलब है these are the processes in water cycle. Transpiration, evaporation, sublimation, precipitation, deposition. So these are the processes in water cycle which make water a renewable resource. सो वाटर साइकिल वाटर को एक रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्स बनाता है, एक उसको इनएग्जॉस्टिबल रिसोर्स बनाता है, इनएग्जॉस्टिबल जो कभी खत्म नहीं होता, बिकॉज वाटर जो है वो एक साइकिल में है अर्थ पे, ठीक है। सो ट्रांसपीरेशन एक वाटर साइकिल का ही प्रोसेस है, वेयर ट्रांसपीरेशन मीन्स द लॉस ऑफ वाटर, पानी का लीव्स के ऊपर से, प्लांट्स के ऊपर से पानी का वेपर की फॉर्म में बन जाना इज ट्रांसपीरेशन. सो ट्रांसपीरेशन इज loss of water in the form of vapors from the plant leaf is transpiration. So this statement is true. Evaporation, देखो evaporation का मतलब होता है the conversion of liquid into vapors. अगर liquid vapor में convert हो रहे हैं, so that is evaporation. What is sublimation? Sublimation is conversion of ice into vapors without going to the liquid state. अगर ice directly आपकी vapors में convert हो रही है without going to the liquid state, so that is sublimation. Evaporation, sublimation, runoff. Runoff क्या होता है? Runoff is a surface runoff. बारिश हुई, पानी आया, so that is runoff. ठीक है, surface runoff. But transpiration आपका ये process है जिसमें पानी पत्तों से, लीव से वेपर्स की फॉर्म में बनता है, ठीक है. So answer to this question is transpiration. Next question is how many biogeographic zones does India have? There should be a word zone. ठीक है. How many biogeographic zones does India have? So India do have 10 biogeographic zones. So answer is D. देखो biogeographic zones क्या हैं? Like according to the geographic location, हमारा जो इंडिया है उसको कुछ जोन्स में डिवाइड करा हुआ है. एनवायरमेंटल कंडीशंस कैसी हैं, ज्योग्राफिक कंडीशंस कैसी हैं, सो ठीक है, उसके अकॉर्डिंगली देयर आर 10 बायोजियोग्राफिक जोन्स. सो फॉर एग्जांपल वेस्टर्न, आपके वेस्टर्न घाट्स हैं, या आपका द हिमालयाज हैं, ठीक है, इवन इंडियन डेजर्ट्स हैं. सो ऐसे टोटल देयर आर 10 बायोजियोग्राफिक जोन्स. So for more information, for more understanding, you can go to the previous session, that is session 9, जिसमें बहुत अच्छे से I have explained like what are those 10 biogeographic zones. ठीक है. So for more information, you can refer to the video 9 or session 9. So thank you. This was the last question. So learners, those who are doing either UG or PG degree from IGNOU Dost is there to help you out. We at IGNOU Dost are providing live and recorded classes. We are giving value-added notes. We are helping our learners for their exam through exam PDF. So we are also helping in completing and submitting the assignments. A continuous support from the mentors, professional mentors will be there, who will be helping for your career development, for skilling the personal and social development. So you can reach us out on the number 75949399297 via call or WhatsApp. You can also visit our official website of IGNOU Dost. Thank you. See you in the next session.